Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So if you have clicked on this video, you already know what it's about. I'm in my notebook, all right? And let's get right into it, okay? We have, what am I going to speak on? We have. Now they're not fighting with you, they're fighting with each other. Because their magic isn't working. Shaking my head. I also wrote 2 women and a male. Okay. Wow. They were trying to fight with you. They were trying to cause chaos in your life, confusion in your life, but you're too much at peace with God. You're too much in your purpose. It ain't working. So now guess what? Now they're fighting with each other. These people are literally fighting with one another. Child, they could be trying to sacrifice each other. Because the thing is, you can't be doing all this black magic trying to offer up someone. And now the devil looking at you like, okay, well, I can't take this person. So who am I going to take? Am I going to take you, or I'm going to take them, or I'm going to take her? Which one is it? So now these people know that they done, went against a lot of spiritual laws here. So now they know that somebody has to be collected by the Grim Reaper. And now they don't want to fight with you because they see you good. You safe in his arms, God's arms. And now these people are paranoid, okay? This is kind of like the video that I just dropped. Having dreams of dying, getting sick out of nowhere, okay? The things that they were wishing and putting on you with the little magical spells that they was doing, baby, reverse back to them. And now these people are literally fighting because I just heard that they did this before. They tried this many times. They know that these rituals work, but it don't work on you. And now they're fighting. They could have been fighting like, did you do it right? Did you say it right? Did you da-da-da-da-da? Why is this not working? Like they fight with one another trying to figure out, did you not do it the right way? No, y'all did it the right way. You just did it to the wrong person. Yeah, that's what it is. You did it the right way. You probably did. You sung the right songs. You did the right scriptures, baby. You lit the right candle. I don't know how they did it. I don't know if it was a blood sacrifice. I don't know if these people was just saying prayers over a candle, baby. I don't know how the fuck these dark witches and warlocks be doing they shit. But trust me, you probably did it right because you're someone that's been doing this a lot all your life type shit. All right? So that ain't the problem. The problem is you did it with somebody that's like Moses. You did it to someone that is supposed to lead God people. You did it to someone that has a mission on earth. You did it to someone that God is not ready to call home yet. You did it to someone that is protected by the light and the dark. So the thing is, you got tricked by the devil. You got tricked by your God because you don't serve the Almighty God, because he would have never told you to do that shit. But because you have hate and jealousy in your heart, you're trying to steal stuff, covetous energy, want what don't belongs to you. Now you're experiencing the backfire. And now these people are literally fighting with one another about who's going to be sacrificed because the devil is here to collect. All right? They not having these dreams of dying for no reason. They not itching all around feeling like the house is haunted for no reason. Okay? Sometimes God don't want somebody to kill somebody. Sometimes God will let you kill yourself. And now you mentally fucked up in your head, ready to kill yourself because of what the fuck you did. Okay? Listen, these people could be having suicidal thoughts. Ain't no rest for the wicked and ain't no empathy either, because this is what they wanted for somebody that is chosen. Somebody that is God's favorite. Somebody that is God's leader. So it's nothing to be feeling sad or bad for. I don't feel sad. That's just me personally. I don't feel sad. I fucked around to find out. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Listen. King Saul, God brought David in to help him. He knew David was anointed and he wanted to hate on David because of David's strength and his anointed over his life. And he still wanted to be a hater. He still had covetous energy. And guess what? He ended up killing himself. It was to the point where he asked his own armor bearer to kill him, and they said no. But what happened? Saul killed himself on that sword, and then the armor bearer followed right up. So, child, these could be people, they all want to die now at this point, because they don't want to live with the guilt. A lot of these people don't want people to know what they've been doing. And that's kind of what King Saul was on. King Saul did not want to be humiliated by the world. So he tried to take himself out beforehand. So listen, some of these people could be thinking about trying to take themselves out because they don't want to deal with the consequences of their actions. Something could be coming to the lights, something that they stole or they took, and they may be trying to take themselves out. Or that just may be what God has for them. You know, everybody's story is different. Okay, maybe they is going to have a King Saul moment. Okay, after trying to take out David for so long, chasing David down. Okay, or maybe they are going to have a Judas moment after trying to sell you out. Okay, for some money. Okay, these people were greedy. They were money hungry, and they did whatever. They wanted to sacrifice you just for some money. It probably wasn't even a lot of money, because we know what Judas did. Judas only did it for 20 pieces of silver, baby. What the fuck is that? You gonna kill Jesus? You sacrifice Jesus for that? So these people, what they tried to sacrifice you for, it wasn't even much. It wasn't even much, but their greed and their hate and their jealousy made them do it. And Judas felt so bad after he did it. But guess what? It was still part of God's will. The good and the bad. God has the last say. God is always still in control. You know? So even if bad takes place, more than likely God is allowing it. He may not have wanted things to start off bad how it was. He didn't want these people to be a hater. He didn't want these people to be jealous. But we learned with the story of Jesus that this is just what needed to be done. That was just Jesus' story. You know, that's just what he had to go through. And I hate that for him. I hate that Jesus was crucified by his own people, the same people that is talking about Jesus this and Jesus that. I hate how these people will crucify you because you're different, because you're anointed, because you say that God is your dad, because you are a spiritual being. Because you move on your time. You move when God tells you to move. You don't do things on their scheduled program. I hate that people try to make you feel outcast, like the black sheep, because you're different. Because you don't follow in their footsteps. You don't make the same dumb mistakes that they're making. You decide to actually be different. So they want to hate on you. I hate how they did Joseph. Because he was having dreams and God was speaking to him in a way that he didn't even really understand in the beginning. He was so excited to just talk about who he was and what he was seeing, not realizing that all these people around him, his own blood brothers, did not like it. You know, I really don't like how this shit go. But who am I? I'm nothing. This is God's world. We're God's people. So if this is how he's going to let it go, then this is how it's going to let it go. I do not like how they took Jesus out. I hate that shit. You know? But that's just what needed to be done, because God needed to show us a true sacrifice. Because y'all out here burning animals and all this bullshit. And God wanted you to know it does not hold the same weight as a human. The point was God wanted us to give our life totally to him and have faith and trust in him, which is why he gave his son, someone that is just like us, a human being. You can sacrifice a chicken all you want. You can sacrifice a goat all you want, but they don't have a mind like a human being, so it's not the same. So although I hate how things played out, I understand why God do things the way that he do things. And even if I don't understand, I don't want to lean on my own understanding. I'm going to lean on God's understanding and know that it was for a bigger purpose. But I also understand that God is not going to let someone be sacrificed or taken out of this world if their mission has not been fulfilled yet. So a lot of these people was trying to put an end to your life and your mission wasn't even fulfilled yet. You could have been at the start of the mission and they're trying to take you out because they didn't want to be humiliated by what you would have spoke on or what you can see in the spirits. There's a lot of people that's religious, but they not spiritual. They don't have a real spiritual connection. They can't see in the spirit. God can't talk to them because they so about religion. It's a mask, but they don't actually have a spiritual connection. So how dare you try to take someone out that has a spiritual connection, who is led by the Holy Spirit at all times, who follows their intuition because they know that they're guided by God. How you try to take somebody out like that? That's so retarded. This is how you know people's IQ being a -0. I promise you. Okay, so now you got these folks. This could be multiple people. This could be multiple different groups of people I'm hearing too. But they fighting with each other now. They know they can't fight with you. You on your throne like Joseph. You know what I'm saying? You doing what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Your dreams and everything that you have spoke like Joseph did, it has come true. So you living in that now. So these people can't even touch you. Baby, you have people over here that are fighting with their own family, their friends, their lovers, whoever they teamed up with to go against you, who are now fighting each other. They are fighting with each other because the magic did not work how they thought the magic was going to work. It did not. It just did not even work. You could be someone that God told you that someone was trying to play in your energy or do magic on you, and you put on the armor of God and got to it. Excuse me. And now these people are confused. They're confused. Okay, this is what I wrote. They're confused why you're not mentally unstable. They thought they put an end to this new beginning, but they didn't. Somebody thought that they was slick too. They thought that they was sneaky about this. Like with Judas selling out Jesus, he thought that nobody would know that it was him. But Jesus literally said to the table to all of them before Judas even did what he did. He said, one of you are going to betray me. So it's like these people thought that they were so fucking slick. Whole time your spirit already told you that one of these people was going to betray you, and it was somebody that was close to you. Okay. It said you can see what they can't see. All right. I wrote, things are out of balance. They broke spiritual laws. Now exposure is here. They tried to stop a new beginning in love as well, but it was a hard no. Okay, so these people could have been trying to send in false partners for you to be stuck, for you to be in lack, for you to always be mentally unstable or confused with a connection, but that didn't work. They could have sent in someone that had a mask to make you think that this was your divine counterpart. And you discovered that this person really wasn't sent by God, and you got rid of this person. So that didn't work. All right. But these are people that broke so many spiritual laws, because I'm getting like, even this sounds like the message when I say you have been warned to stop doing black magic. These are people that kept trying over and over because they're like, no, it has to work. It has to work. It has to work, because they're trying to hide something. They don't want something to come out. They don't want everyone to know that they sold you out for some money, or they tried to. All for some type of money here. Some coins. You did all of that for some coins, bitch. You sold your soul for some coins. You's a weak person. You's a weak motherfucker. Okay? Who does that? Who sells their soul for a little bit of change? These are the type of people that get to fame doing anything. They don't care about their soul. Bitch, give me the right money and I'll do whatever you want. This is that type of energy. Stupid. And now they fighting with each other. I'm getting 2 women and a male who are literally fighting with one another because they're so confused why this ain't working. You're supposed to be mentally unstable. These people was expecting to hear a phone call that you was in jail, you was in a hospital, you was in a psych ward. This is what these people was expecting to hear. And now time is going and going and flowing, and they ain't heard shit. So now they looking at each other like, bitch, you know that they said that if we did that spell, it had to work, or somebody was going to have, like, it's something like they could have read something where it's like, okay, if you do this spell or this ritual and it doesn't work, or it can't be applied to the person that they're trying to apply to, somebody else will have to be sacrificed. I don't know. This could have been the law with whatever type of ritual that they was doing. If it backfired, know that everyone involved will be affected. Something like that. So now they all fighting with each other because they know that this shit is coming to bite them in the ass. 2 women and there's a male involved. That's what I got written down. I love you all, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Bye.